Hello, thank you for watching the video. So we're going to talk about IWM. You're looking at a daily chart of IWM. IWM had a rough week, losing 7.5% along with the overall market. So you can see on the daily chart I've got two trend lines. This is the first one, this is the second one. IWM it's been finding it very difficult to get through this resistance. So it tested this resistance level in early June, and then since then it has been pulling back. On Friday it closed right at this downward sloping line, which has provided support previously right here. So it closed right here, and obviously this downward sloping line has been a tough area to break through. So going forward, what can we expect from IWM? Well, IWM has defined a new trading range, which is marked by this blue zone. The upper end of the range is around 175, and the lower end of this range is around 163. So what could happen if IWM breaks out of this range? Well, if it breaks out to the upside, then we would expect IWM to fill some of these gaps here. So there's a gap here, there's a gap here, and obviously eventually retest this downtrend line, which has been very, very difficult. Rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. If on the other hand IWM moves below 163, then where can we how far down can it fall to? Well, to do that, let's have a look at the weekly chart of IWM. So I've got a weekly chart of IWM here, along with a fib from the COVID lows. So if we look at the pattern, what we see is that in 2021, IWM found support at the 0.236 retracement level number of times, and then closed below this in early January of this year. Once it fell below the 236 level, it found support at the 382 level. It stayed between 236 and 382 level several weeks, and then in April it closed below 382. So once it fell below the 382 level, it found support at 0.5 fib retracement level, and then it stayed between the 0.5 and the 0.382 for several weeks, and then unfortunately this past week it closed below the 0.5. So you see that every time it closes below a fib level, it has a tendency to go to the next fib level. So if that's the case, the next logical support would then be at the 618 level, which is around 155. If you look to the left, you see that there are quite a bit of horizontal support at this level. You see there are a number of weekly candles interacting at 155. So that would be the next logical support if it moves below 163. So just to summarize and looking at the daily chart again, if it's able to move above 175, then possibility of filling some of these gaps and retesting of this resistance line, which is around 188, is likely. On the other hand, if it moves below 163 level, then the 618, the weekly 618, which is around 155, could very well come into play. That's all for the update on IWM. Thank you for watching the video.